Good morning.
Good morning.
We're doing it.
Welcome to EXTOL Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB. I'm Angie Fenton. This is Peine.
Good morning. Yes, push on over.
Sorry, Ben. I got to get in the picture here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we are doing it. We're doing it a little au natural.
Oh, yeah.
A little au natural today. That's the feel.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about our weekends in just a second as people are jumping on. But okay, let's just be honest. You've got Big Happy, and I have this one. Cheers. Underestimate me. That will be fun.
That'll be fun. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's a not so subtle message. No, I'm kidding. That's from Regalo, which is one of our partners. And I love this about Regalo. They love EXTOL Unfiltered. Mm-hmm. And so they offer to our friends here, you can get 20% off of anything in the Mug Life category. Just visit regaloart.com. Use the code MUGGIN. And by the way, you can also go and visit them in downtown New Albany. That's one of my go-to shops. But before we dive in, so much to talk about. And as always, we love when people jump on with us.
Yes, please do. Drop in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you want to talk about as well. It's our show. It's your show. There you go.
Then that means whether you're jumping on live or you're jumping in the replay, because we do the same. Let's talk about this weather first. Okay.
We felt it Friday.
We'll
talk more about that.
For sure, but let's look at this 7-day because, I think a lot of us are crossing our fingers, holding our breath a little bit. What's the next week going to be like, Ben?
Yeah, we do have some good news eventually. So we're getting through our last work week of July. So we're looking at a slight chance for a pop-up shower thunderstorm, a little better chance over southern Indiana than Kentucky for today. Highs in the 90s, heat index climbing over 100, and then some mid-90s for tomorrow and Wednesday. I've noticed the low temperatures are very warm in the upper 70s, so it's just going to be nonstop heat here through the middle of the week. We did a heat advisory that continues today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and then here comes the change, a cool front Thursday with a chance for some showers. It's probably our best chance of some spotty rain across the area, and then we're going to drop the humidity. We're going to drop the temperatures. It's going to be the coolest weather we've seen likely since mid-June as we kick off August. So some August relief on the way. We've got 84 Friday, some mid-80s Saturday and into Sunday. So it does get a whole lot better, but this heat wave can drag on you and kind of day by day. Just be careful with it. Check on those without AC. I had a friend on the X platform post to me. I used to like to say tweet.
I still say tweet.
But she posted a picture inside her house at 90 degrees. She just didn't want to turn on the AC because she didn't want to pay the heating bill. So I was like, those are the folks you got to check on, those that don't have AC. And stay hydrated. That can add up day by day as well and catch up to you pretty quickly.
I love this from Tim Furnish. Tim is speaking for all of us, I think, today. Hello from Madison. We're over it, Ben.
We are over it. We were snover it in the week in the winter. Remember when we had a winter?
So
now we're talking about the heat.
But then there are those of us who really love the snow. I'll be honest with you. Growing up in Michigan, I wasn't snover it. Now I'm snover it because we do get a certain kind of ice here that I don't recall that we would get
more
in Michigan. But I love.
And my wife is not the best in the summertime. She can pass out in the heat.
No, I'm not laughing at that. I just read a comment. So she literally will pass out because she just gets so. I feel
almost every summer when we go to a concert, she'll drop out. We gotta watch Sarah.
She's going down.
And she did when we were at Dave Matthews, and I just had to dump cold water on her head, and then 5 minutes later she popped back up. But the heat,
Sarah, that's
maybe the Scottish or
that's tough.
Kingdom jeans. I don't know.
This is what I was laughing at. It's Monday. Let's talk about how we can plan and implement. And I was waiting for this to get super serious and getting a law passed for a 4-day work week. Maybe it is super serious.
I'm on board. I'm on board.
We kind of, we can't do it with everything for sure here at Extol, but I really lean into that short Friday.
Yeah.
And if possible, don't come in.
And there's a lot of times you might see me doing my show on the back deck.
Yes.
So kind of nice to ease into the weekend.
It is.
We're on board with you.
We are, Christy. We are so on board with you with that. But okay, so before we get to a new segment that we're calling News Flashes, we need to talk about some national news and then bring it home local for sure. We both had, I think, interesting weekends, and I'm going to do this a little bit in reverse because I saw this photo that you posted and I was just like, what are you doing? What are you?
Well,
and then I saw Brady and I'm like, that's what you're doing.
I post a lot, so I'm not sure.
I know. I love that.
Oh yeah, so this was mid-afternoon yesterday.
Crazy.
And it was obviously super, super muggy out there. But Brady and I had like an 11:20 tee time that took us into the heart of the afternoon at Hidden Creek. And both played decent. He beat me by probably a bunch of strokes. But
he's rocking it out there.
Once he beats me at a sport, there's no looking back. He just puts the throttle on.
Do you love that?
I do. I want him to succeed. I would like to be a little more.
Does it hurt your heart a little bit?
I think I'm going to catch back up with golf, but tennis, there's no chance.
Brady, did you hear that? Did you?
There's a challenge with golf still. I'm going to still come back, but I can drive. My back has been bad. Well, I'm happy about that.
So
I was testing it out. It's still sore. It's still tight, but I was able to twist and drive it as far as he was driving it. We had some 300-yard drives out there, so I was happy about that. Also, I wanted to talk about my wife and I watched Happy Gilmore 2.
Okay, I've seen a mix of ratings on that.
I'm going to give it a thumbs up because it's just nostalgic. It takes you back to the 90s.
Love
there
Happy
are
Gilmore.
72 cameos in it.
Oh my God.
You will not believe how many faces you see.
So to see it,
and that's just fun.
Just for that.
Yeah.
I saw somebody was emphatic, a Facebook friend. Multiple exclamation marks, like awful, 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 awful.
It's the corniest movie you're ever going to watch.
I like corny.
It's Adam Sandler. You expect him to be pretty corny. But they bring back a lot of the lines that became catchphrases. So
okay, I love that.
I enjoyed it.
So Friday night, separately, both. So my family, my husband and daughter were with a dad, son in separate cabins at Barren Lake. And they spent several days, or I guess 2 nights, 3 days there, went to Mammoth Cave, loved Barren Lake. So I was solo, which usually means I work, I hang out at home with my menagerie of animals, and then I'm in bed by 7:30. Mm-hmm. But I love Juice Box Heroes, and I love Dan Farmer. And I talk about this. Post-cancer treatment, all of that. Lots of people struggle with a variety of issues, but I have really been struggling with stamina, and it's been coming back. And so I said, you know what? I am going to see Juice Box Heroes at the Enchanted Forest. I'm doing it. Even though I started at 8 and I'm always asleep by then, I was like, I can do this. And so I did. You took one. It was hot.
It was crazy. It was probably one of the muggiest concerts I've ever been to.
So explain this picture here.
I just want to give a shout out to Dan Farmer as well. And so he's co-lead singer because they've got a female lead singer as well.
Yes.
All incredibly talented, by the way. They can play multiple instruments. But I wanted to give Dan a shout out because he was giving it his all, as he always does. But I could tell anytime he could, he would get a little bit of a rest, get the towel, take the Gatorade, stay hydrated. Like, I couldn't imagine. Dripping sweat. So
and that's him. Is that him
sitting down by the drum set?
But yet he looks flawless the whole time. And he was wearing black, smart Dan. And the next night they played Pioneer Fest at Providence.
The guy stayed in shape. They all stay in shape, obviously.
They're a champ. And Dan's a friend. Dan has, been on camera for us at Extol and love. He came over and gave me a hug because he knew, celebrate the little things, right? So
yeah. Shout out to the keyboardist too. He was playing keyboard.
Was he not
bass,
amazing?
Guitar, singing. I don't know his name, but
All of them are just amazing. Well, so I went with a group of friends, and JD, Johnny, Joy, I love that, the Jays, and then Lauren, that's my friend Lauren, and I said to her and also to them, and they kind of like were with us, but then when they were ready to leave and go elsewhere, Lauren stuck it out with me. And one of the things that I had said to her is, Lauren, I don't know. Like, I don't know how long I'm going to be here or not. But I'm doing this. I danced my tail off.
And
I danced.
You stayed late night too.
I stayed all the way until they broke. And then, so I don't drink. I gave up alcohol, oh gosh, over 5 years ago. And kudos to Enchanted Forest, connected to Floyd County Brewing Company for the mocktails that they're making. Because if it's too sweet, I'm also pre-diabetic. So that does not do good things. Loved what they were concocting. We're in line. And while the band is taking their first break, I all of a sudden heard, I just need to hear the first 2 notes of the wobble. And I did what I have not done since, I can't even tell you. It's got to be decades now. I had to jump out of the drink line because I couldn't help myself from wobbling. Okay, so help me with this, Ben. So I'm going to pull this up. There's no sound to it. It's in the background. And how do we get on here? Hang on, it's going to come up. I pushed it. I'm trying. Okay, there it is. The JBH.
Oh, right here?
Yep.
Let's see if I can do it.
Okay.
I might do it. No?
They're not. Okay, hang on. I think because we have to take ourselves out.
Oh, yeah. And remove this. Here we go.
Okay, can you, I think we can talk over this, but look at me. I'm moving. I'm dancing. I am doing the wobble. I am like we were right there, just one step away from being able to get our drink. And I was just like, nope, I gotta go. Like, have you ever, Ben, in your life ever experienced that moment where you're just like,
It's your song, yeah. Bring us back up here.
Okay. All right, we're getting this.
We're directing.
It was like, I said, Lord, I gotta go. And so then she jumped out of line to video me, which I love her for that.
Is that the wobble with me? Is that?
Oh yeah.
When Hannah was in travel softball, they would do that in the dugouts and stuff like that. So they would make the dads do that as well.
True story. I went to the Bahamas for work, and there was one night where it was an amazing trip, but there was one night, it was all work, and we went to a dance club, and I tipped the DJ to play that song, I'm telling you, 12, 13, 14 times, because I had never heard it stateside before, for him to teach me that song. And so when I got married, I'm a Kenny Rogers lover, danced to Kenny Rogers, Someone Somewhere, and then turned into the wobble. We hit the dance floor. So, if you play the wobble, I will stop, drop, and wobble.
I've got an old goofy video I might have to bring up.
I would love that. So, I've never been to the Enchanted Forest before. This has also been over a year and a half since I have gone. If it's not work involved, then that includes emceeing events. Over a year and a half since I have been out at night as just an adult who can do that.
That was a huge moment.
It was a huge moment.
So if you don't know what the Enchanted Forest is, but if you're like Louisville or Kentucky or whatever, it is an awesome venue. There's shade all around. There's like different platforms and decks and ways to view the stage. There's 2 stages. There's lots of beverages. It's a good time. We were there almost exact same time last year for Juice Box Heroes and had an awesome time there too.
It is, Brian Hampton, his team, kudos all over the place for that venue. And when you said if you're over in Louisville, I met a lot of people, including there was a big faction that comes over from the South End, which is probably pretty easy to travel, but loved it. Let's pull up a comment here. I'll let you on this one.
Celeste Garrett, hello, good morning from Elizabethtown, Kentucky. It is already hot out there. Wish you guys a great day.
Tell me this though. So this morning when I was letting out the dogs, For a moment, it actually felt somewhat decent.
Like 70s this morning. I don't know if you mind if I pop up this really quickly. Well, I got to bring it back up to the stage here. Okay. So this is, look at the rain that's off to the north. We did have some showers. We had like a little outflow boundary, a little cooler air from that rain that moved in last night. So that did help for a little bit. But it's starting to get more humid out there. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s and the 80s here very soon. These showers and thunderstorms to our north will likely bring in a little extra cloud cover, so that might help things out a little bit in some areas today, and also bring in a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms late afternoon into the evening time. So that's kind of our best shot at some relief later today. I'll give it about a 30% chance of that shower or thunderstorm today. No severe weather, but kind of hope you get lucky with a rain chance today.
But again, throwing up that 7-day forecast, I mean, you're saying, though, like,
it's a sizzler here for almost the rest of July. So we have a heat advisory through Wednesday, and then a front will move through Thursday. That should give us that relief, better rain chance, lower humidity, lower temperatures. And again, the coolest is mid-June as we head into this weekend. So looking forward to that.
And kiddos going back to school. And it's going to be hot for those of us who are having kiddos going back.
The first day back for New Albany County?
On Wednesday. Yes. So tonight we'll actually, and I love this, my daughter, New Albany Floyd County School System, she's going into 4th grade, and this is the first time that she hasn't gone to school for the first day, and then a day or two, and I even feel like it was like a week later, we got to visit the school, which I was always like, that's
kind of backwards.
I mean, because I used to love that. You get to go through and find your classroom. Yeah. Even though she knows where her classroom is and she already knows her teacher. And I used to love that. So we go tonight, and then we can drop off. I mean, for 4th graders, that old school list, I mean, she would have been like, 2 extra bags and all that. So we get to drop that off tonight. Now, we were talking about what we did for the weekend and wanted to share this. We've got an event of the week presented by Rasmussen Chiropractic, but it's not one event. We're going to talk about 2 events here, Ben.
What do we got here?
The first one, you're invited to the Christianity Parkway official grand opening. If you know where that is, off Highway 62, they've been working on this so long. It's the City of Charlestown. Mayor Treva Hodges will be speaking, River Ridge Development Authority, Shadow Lake Business Park, and of course, Dan Christianity Excavating CEO Chris Jackson. And that is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Chris made that call because it's too hot. It's too hot, but that big parkway is going to be, I mean, it's not just for Dan Christianity Excavating. I mean, this is now a public thoroughfare, which is going to be fantastic. So that's tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. And
we were at an opening earlier this year, and it was very hot, like midday. So these morning ones are a little better.
Let me just say this, and EXTOL is helping to produce this event along with my rock star at Dan Christianity Excavating. I mean, we report to her, Mary Groher, and this, but very often with clients and things, we don't get to pick the time. But Chris, I was like, attaboy, when he said 9 a.m. Way too hot, and it's going to be short and sweet. But it is also going to be one of those events, Christianity Parkway, where it is highlighting Dan Christianity and, the things that he has done, and he is such a loved figure. But then that second event of the week, presented by Rasmussen Chiropractic, got to pull this one, Food Truck Wednesday, brought to you by the town of Sellersburg and by Sellersburg Parks. Now, I love this. It is happening on Wednesday, and what a great way. It's at Wilkerson Park, and this month's food trucks, Bert's Quality Provisions, Tequila and Mezcal, Barbecue Paradise, Patriot Pizza. I had to read this one, and it took me a minute to get it because you can tell it's a Monday. Donut Envy, but it's NV. Do not envy. And then Pups and Cups, you can eat at the park or grab it and go. And then music provided by DJ Blue Suede.
The last day of the heat wave as well.
And it's in the middle of the week. And what a great way to just break up that week.
And I had tequila and mezcal in Henryville for the first time a couple weeks ago. It was very good. So
I have not had any of those. So, and I love a food truck.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Love a food truck. All right. Now we're going to switch to news flash, and we're going to go a little national for a moment here. Over the weekend, catastrophic. 11 people, originally in critical condition, 11 people were attacked by a knife-wielding man at a Walmart in Traverse City. I mean, made national news, but it was late at night on Saturday when I first heard about it. Mm-hmm. I read it on the New York Post, which leans really conservative. In fact, so conservative that they're almost like, come on, guys, just keep reporting the news. Like, they've got to just bash and bash. But anyway, I hurried up and I have family that live in Traverse City, and I was like, are you guys okay? They hadn't even heard about it yet.
Wow.
But then by the next morning, I mean, it was everywhere. Absolute.
Last I checked, they were all expected to survive. Which
now,
is good.
They had, everybody's been downgraded from critical. They had, as of this morning, 4 in serious. I think it's 6 in fair, and 1 had been released. Mm-hmm. Now, this is really the topic here. If you watched it as it unfolded, it was, sparse information, one man, 1 knife, and 11 people critically injured, just horrible, absolutely horrible. And it was citizens who took action and just said,
stop the threat
and stop it. But then this man, if you've seen video online, this man here, his name, I believe, is Derek Perry. He was in the Marines. He's a veteran. He was in the Marines. He's licensed to carry, and he had his gun. And was this guy the perpetrator? I'd say alleged perpetrator, right. But the perpetrator was surrounded by a group of men, and this man right here, Derek Perry, is a hero, absolutely a hero, as well as the others who put their lives in danger. But then you started to see the conversation with people saying, oh, the media didn't report, it was a good guy with a gun. You have been in the news business, I've been in the news business, and you know this, you can be the first to report, mm-hmm. and so often the first to report is also the one first to correct.
Be wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
And even law enforcement did not say that veteran, that hero, who was licensed to carry, they all risked their lives, had a gun until it was verified. Mm. And so I just found it very interesting. It's like, do the members of the media get together and, have coffee in the morning and say, hey, how are we going to just provide disinformation or divisiveness? Sure, there are absolutely some outlets, but anybody can pick up a phone and start reporting.
Right, yeah.
But do we have a responsibility to wait for the information to come in? It's a toughie.
I'm glad I'm not a news director.
Right? That's the same here, because you're going to get criticized.
Yeah.
Because even law enforcement, and I loved that I was watching today. They just said, if the citizens who were a part of, they were heroes, and especially that Derek Perry, kudos to him. If they want to make public statements, that's one thing, but give them their privacy for right now.
Yeah, and I've seen it evolve in the newsrooms. The rules on how they report change, and what they can report on change, and then you can get everything quicker on X or some other platform. So it's a tough balance between the public being more informed quicker than the news media sometimes. So, and
what I've hated is when there will be a perpetrator or an alleged perpetrator, they get blasted all over the place in social media, and then it's wrong, and it's not the right person.
Ooh,
but for something like this, like to fit into a headline, there was a good guy with a gun. Now you're seeing people saying, yes, this Marine, this veteran was among that group of people who held him until law enforcement arrived, and thank God.
And it can happen anywhere, as you can see there. We went to Traverse City, not this June, but last June. Such a peaceful town. You can walk around it. The lake's right there. But so sad to see it in that anywhere, but Traverse City too.
I mean, that's like I said, I have family there. We love going to visit, and I mean, Walmart is. I mean, if I heard this right, I don't know if he lives there or was stopping there for supplies after camping near there. It was something like that, you know. And again, the details are muddy.
Mhm.
I don't know, so wouldn't report that as fact. But fact is, this man absolutely is a hero, as are all of the other individuals who put their own lives at risk. And probably the saddest part about it was his mother, the perpetrator's mother, alleged perpetrator. Notice I just rolled my eyes with that, but I'm not part of a news organization, so I can do that. Alleged perpetrator's mother said that he's schizophrenic, and the problem with that is while on his meds, then he would believe that he was okay, so he would stop taking his meds. And even she said the safest place is when he has been in jail or heavily monitored. I mean, so sad.
It's tough, yeah.
So sad. We're going to go to a comment right here. Nope. Tammy says, great day, Ben Peine, from it's already been
It's
too hot. Absolutely. But this is the one I was trying to go to. Robin said, we were just in Traverse City last weekend. If it can happen here in this beautiful city, it can happen anywhere. And
yeah.
Robin, you are so right. I mean, you just know that, I mean, Traverse City is a place that people go for solace and quiet and peace. And I mean, it can happen anywhere. And how scary to make a split second decision. Do I put my life in danger to stop someone who is harming others or not? And you don't know until you know.
Yeah.
May we never
fight or flight decisions. Yeah.
Fight or flight for sure. Okay, we're going back to comments here. Debbie Cheatham. Morning, Ben. It's too hot. Ben, can you do anything with that?
Thursday. We'll do something Thursday.
Celeste Garrett is weighing in. Hello and good morning from E-Town. It's already hot out there. You better have a great day, Ben. That's all I'm going to say. I do love this one.
Diana Peine, my stepmom. Angie loves seeing your beautiful smile while you're dancing. So happy that I missed it. Oh, that you felt well enough to do it. Awesome. Yeah.
Diana, and you know what? I was telling Ben it's taken me 2 days to finally recoup. So, like you'll see, not wearing my wig today.
I like the EXTOL shirt.
It's I got a bunch. Evan Harder. I've got a bunch of shirts printed with just EXTOL and the same kind of pants. I'm so tired of thinking about what to wear, but it's taken me a couple days to recoup. So today, all I did was the face oils and just letting my hair. And I don't wear wigs because I don't like my hair. I can't stand not being able to pull it back. I'm not straightening it. I'm just letting it go. And I sometimes like a slick look, and that's not happening, especially in this weather. Mm-hmm. And so sometimes I think of a wig as almost like a cap. But going all natural and
a chill Monday. I want one of these shirts, maybe like an EXTOL weather shirt.
What about a Bennett 10 shirt?
A Bennett 10 shirt.
I'm working on that.
And that's the thing. Like when I stopped doing television news, I donated all my suits except for maybe like one or two to Goodwill. But the change, it's not a big deal. But you can just switch out the tie with like a white shirt. Yes. It was very, very easy. But when you're wearing casual clothes, you only have so many shirts. So I'm like, everybody's going to start realizing I'm going through the rotation. Because it's not just a tie that you switch out.
I'm sitting on a pillow right now so that I'm a little bit taller, but I don't know if you can see. So I bought a few pairs of like high-waisted jeans, mostly in dark colors. And then I've got a number of white shirts with EXTOL that Evan printed the EXTOL on them. I can throw the EXTOL shirts, and not all are like this. They're just a variety. So I'm going to...
It's the billionaire's attitude. It's like Steve Jobs, black shirt every day.
Billions is...
Why waste mental calories on...
It's the business owner. That's what I'm going to say. It's the business owner I just rather focus on what I'm doing and think less. Now, don't get me wrong.
I'm on board.
Mariposa consignment. Oh, and I love vintage. Went to the Mercantile, which you may probably not have any clue what that is. Downtown New Albany. all these different vendors all in one location. Oh, loved that place.
Tell me about that, because my son Brady, Hannah, and my wife, they love to go to all the different thrift shops.
Well, the Mercantile, some new, some thrift, just a nice mix. Let's pull up another comment here. I'll let you take this one.
From Christian Walker, good morning. I am home from Tipton, Indiana. Had fun spending time with friends in the summer retreat. Any chances of rain there in Carmel, Indiana? You guys have some showers and thunderstorms. Up in central Indiana, a better chance than southern Indiana overall. Barb Rainbow, the perfect weather name.
I know.
Good morning, Barb.
Good morning, Barb, for sure. Now I'm going to step over here. So we have a new segment that we're calling News Flash, and we were just talking about that horrible attack in Traverse City, but then also the citizens, including Marine veteran Derek Perry, who, I mean, they subdued him. I mean, I can only imagine it happened in a flash. But let's bring it back here, and with some exciting news. Okay, I'm going to pull them up, and I am going to find, hang on one second here, Ben. I'm going to pull this up so that I can find what I was trying to see here. Indiana's Floyd's Knobs Community Club Little League is going to represent the Central Region at the Little League softball
team. That is a dream come true for these ladies. My father was in the travel ball scene for a long time, so congrats to them.
So you know about this. So just really quickly, and those are the girls that are on the left side of your screen. I mean, so you all know. Well, I mean, what does that entail?
A lot of practicing, some good coaching, a lot of commitment, year-round commitment most of the time, and a lot of hot softball in the summertime. There were some miserable days. There was a day, like, Hannah played 5 games, and it was like in the 90s, and you're just hoping these little girls can hang on. Sometimes you almost feel bad about how hot it is, but then they make it to moments like this, and they should be able to be on like ESPN with these games with the Little League World Series. So,
and that is such a huge deal. But then we also have to give a shout out here, the Indiana 10U softball state champions, New Albany Little League, and those girls are over there on the other side, which, I mean, that is a feat as well. So it's going to be really, really exciting. I remember when I first moved here, and I'm probably going to get this wrong, I was working in news, and was it PRP's?
Probably.
When they made, I mean, this has been decades now.
Silver Creek's done it, and sorry to Silver Creek, because the boys made it to the finals.
The boys did as well.
Didn't make it.
My apologies on that. The boys made it to the finals.
Yeah.
So then we also have other local news, and I thought this was really neat. So this weekend, this commemorative plaque, which is 2-sided, was put up, and it's in Greenville, and it's commemorating Thunder Valley. Now, the Greenville Historic Preservation Commission unveiled this new historical marker on Saturday during a ceremony at Greenville Park, and it commemorates the Thunder Valley truck and tractor pulls that were held in the 70s and in the 80s. Now, you ask, okay, quintessential Indiana, right? Why would we commemorate something like that? Because it's kind of a big deal. Here, I mean, you've got to read that. So Greenville's Thunder Valley originated as a 4x4 track in the 70s, used for truck and tractor pulling. The volunteer fire department hosted the event, cash prizes. It was an annual event. It sparked a regional renaissance, and I love this, but wait till you hear these names. So why commemorate something like this? Because it launched people, and it's such a beloved type of community event. Butch Krieger, track announcer, went on to a Hall of Fame career. Love that. Dan Christiani, who is a fixture in that world, got his start at Thunder Valley. And then locals Doug Kiesler and, of course, John Jones also went on to successful business careers after participating at Thunder Valley.
I love it. I had no clue.
I didn't either.
There's that history, and then there's a lot of deep stock car routes in this area. There's a whole world that you may not know a whole lot about, and the races they still do at the Salem track up there. I've been wanting to get up there to a race.
But also for those of us who are of a certain age, when we start seeing the 70s and 80s commemorated,
a plaque,
humbled,
historic,
wholly humbled. All right, we're going to give a second here. If you are just jumping on, we're actually slowly starting to wrap up. You know, you've got Ben at 10, but it's EXTOL Unfiltered, Caffeinated by NWSB, which is coming to Floyd's Knobs. Take a look. We thank our partners at NWSB. They are on the move. They just acquired State Bank of Medora, and their reach is just absolutely tremendous.
More people you know wherever you go.
That's right. Banking the way you want it. We definitely love them. You know this too, Ben. Usually when you open that fridge, which you all can't see, but it's on the other side. We've got a full kitchen here at EXTOL Studios. One of the things that I love doing is ordering Ready, Set, Prep. That has been amazing.
I like what you do.
And so I'll order for the family, and especially like the protein balls. Our daughter Olive loves those. She will include that with breakfast. I love it because there's always a good, healthy, delicious meal that is prepared. I mean, oh my gosh.
Fresh.
Always fresh. But then they have family-sized meals. And, you know, we're kind of a family here at EXTOL. And so I'll get that and put them in the fridge, and whoever gets to them, gets to them. But if you have no idea what I'm talking about, take a look.
Hey, I'm Peggy Garvey. I'm the chef and owner of Ready Set Prep here in New Albany, where we do meal prep and healthy lunch services. Ready Set Prep is a way to, provide a service for people that may have a hard time finding places to eat just because of their dietary restrictions. We accommodate any sort of dietary restrictions. So if you're low carb or gluten-free or vegetarian or vegan, any of our meal prep meals can be adjusted that way, as well as different options that can be accommodated for during our lunch menu as well. Our meal prep menu changes on a weekly basis, so we offer anywhere from 7 to 8 options that way. That kind of fluctuate between breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we're located at 1222 State Street in New Albany, right down the road from Baptist Floyd Hospital. We are open Wednesday through Sunday, 9 to 4 o'clock.
Ooh,
really good stuff.
Delicious, delicious. All right, pulling up a few more comments here. This is for you, Ben.
Good morning from Louisville, Kentucky. Brian, how do you say your last name? Is it Luack? Let me know the pronunciation there. Lillian Lasley from Grayson County, from Litchfield. And Christian Walker going to be tuning in to Ben at 10 coming up in just about 20 minutes. Back to the food thing in the refrigerator. I need to get back on the healthier train.
Do you? Okay.
So last night, my wife punched me. She probably didn't punch me, but because I was snoring, she's like, flip over. So I'm like, I've already flipped over. Well, put another pillow behind you. I already put another pillow. So she's like, why are you getting frustrated? I was like, I'm just frustrated because I don't want to be woken up. You don't want to be woken up. So, and she's gone through it too. So, we have different phases of snoring, but I know that I'm probably 5 to 10 more than I want to be.
Does that affect your?
I think, yeah, just everything gets a little tighter. So I need to probably make a goal, maybe do a little fast to get things going. So I'm needing some inspiration here. So I need to get, now that the back is feeling better, maybe get out and do some jogging. I've tried to keep up with weightlifting, so that's my next journey. Maybe we need to see if there's a partnership out there that we could talk to a not physical therapist, but a trainer or something.
Absolutely.
Like
so, okay, here, I mean, in that, we have it in two different ways. And I am working on not just increasing my stamina and my energy level, but also I am pre-diabetic. And one of the things I loved about my oncologist saying was don't trade one disease for another. And so I am very serious about keeping my blood sugar where it needs to be. Diabetes runs in I'm adopted, but I've met my biological family, and unfortunately, diabetes runs on both sides. So it's like a locomotive coming for me, and I'm an old mama. And so I developed gestational diabetes when I was pregnant. I had to give myself insulin shots. Didn't love that. Also gave me a little insight into this might be your future. I don't want that to be my future.
Yeah.
So I not only have to keep and I'm all about, so please take this in the way that it is intended. I am all about, I love myself. I accept who I am. I'm the body positivity, but I am also somebody who wants to be here for as long as I can in a healthy body. And so for me, because of my health, I need to keep my weight low. And I need to keep my body fat. That's a big one too, lower. And so I'm working on that. In fact, I'm a member of the YMCA, and they just got this like high-tech body composition machine that members can get. Like you can, I can't wait to go there today to set up my time, because I want to know, like it tells you your hydration, tells you where your body fat is, of course your weight. Like I don't care about weight so much as body composition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can judge my body composition by the belt size.
I mean, that one's pretty simple for me. Right? You know, but so I mean, even just 5 to 10 pounds affects.
Unfortunately, yes. There are several pairs of shorts that are not being used right now, let's just say.
So tell me, how do you as a man hide it? Because I mean, I just need it. I mean, if I'm getting a little like,
most of it's just right around here, and
just throw a dress on.
Just a loose shirt.
Just a loose.
Can usually.
So what Ben is saying is, if you are a trainer, you're certified in the health industry, and you want to
reach out to us.
Yeah, Ben at 10 is coming on here, and
I'll even do a before and after photo. How about that?
Ooh. Okay,
if we can get a professional on board.
I love that, though. I love that, and
because if I do it myself, the before is going to look like the before. If I try to train myself,
yes.
Unless back in the day when Reed Gaden, my buddy Reed Gaden, meteorologist Reed Gaden, we were training for marathons. I did like 4 marathons back then. I dropped to like 168 pounds. And I'm normally walking around at 185.
Whoa!
So. If I have a goal, I can get there. But
is that though? I mean, that sounds really low.
You get weak like when you're training for marathons. I didn't like that body composition.
Yeah, everything in moderation.
Yeah, your lungs are really healthy, but you lose a lot of different muscle and areas.
But you also know this. I mean, there's no denying when you carry extra weight. Your joints, your back.
Oh yeah, why has my back been hurting?
There are some benefits, and there is that fine line. And I say this all the time when I give these I Am Enough body image presentations. I fully accept who I am. I also fully accept that a healthy body is what I want, and I have a 9-year-old that I want to be there for a long time.
Sure.
And I don't want her to take care of me.
There's a lot of good stuff we hope for in the future. We want to be there for it.
But so I want to know more. Sarah, where are you today? You punched him. I
think maybe nudged.
But punched, and I just went, oh.
That's what it felt like I was trying to sleep. But speaking of sleeping, I just remember when I used to do like the Insanity with Shaun T.
Yes.
Back in the day.
Oh gosh.
I would do the Insanity workout, and then I would go run 5 or 10 miles because I was still training marathons. I remember you just slept so good because you're like wearing out a little toddler. You're wearing yourself out. So I kind of miss those days of like passing out naturally very quickly.
It's funny though, the simplistic or simplicity of that. Like Cesar Millan always says, a good dog is a tired dog. Not that we're dogs, but you know, I mean, when you are physically tired, and I mean, mine goes to the nth degree. You dance all night, the Juice Box Heroes, and then you spend 2 days recovering. I would like for that not to happen, and it's getting better. But also, I mean, like the muscle pain that I had, there was one, because I mean, I know I was grooving. I was like, what is that muscle that hurts? But it's that, I like that good.
There's mental clarity. I mean, it's all good stuff. We know that if you just get a little bit, or I get a little bit better and better habits. So
something else, and then we'll end the exercise talk, but something else that I love doing whether it's with colleagues, clients, etc., is a good walk and talk. Mm-hmm. We can accomplish a lot in having a conversation while we're also moving our bodies.
Yeah. And I remember so many times running and just the thoughts that come in, you process thoughts, you let them go. You have better thoughts, I think. It's a good time to meditate.
And if you look, if you're not a runner, and I always said I've either got to be, I'm chasing someone, or I'm being chased, or I've got to be playing some kind of sport. Like I just have zero desire to run X amount of miles. Mm-hmm. It's just not going to be something that I want to do. Now, competing in bodybuilding and things like that, for whatever reason, that really it hooked me. But walking is still an amazing exercise.
My doctor said it's the number one thing you can do. So
get out there and walk.
Take it easy on the joints.
Let's give a little preview of Bennett 10, which is coming up. I mean, except that it is very easy to talk yourself out of going walking when it looks like that.
Yeah, that's rough. I mean, you got to get out really early in the morning or toward the evening time if you want to be outside doing physical activity. So definitely take it easy. Take the heat seriously. Look before you lock is the National Weather Service's motto this time of the year. So never leave any kids or pets locked in a hot car. Every year it happens. It's very sad. It's preventable. Check the back seat. So we're talking about that, staying hydrated. You can lose hydration like day by day by day. It can just be a thing that you're not even noticing. You're in not a reduction. You're in a deficit, I would say, of water in your body. So make sure you're staying hydrated, pre-hydrated, all that stuff through Wednesday. Heat advisory through midweek. Isolated pop-up shower thunderstorm possible this afternoon, especially in southern Indiana, drier in Kentucky. And then we're waiting for Thursday. That's our day of change as a cool front will be moving in, dropping us in the 80s with a rain chance, and then low humidity 80s Friday and Saturday. More like that Great Lakes refreshing air moving down our direction. So a little early August treat on the way.
Early August treat on the way, that's for sure. Well, since we won't return, Ben will, but we won't return until Monday of next week. Wishing all of the kiddos and especially the adults
back to school.
A good back to school. And how many more days until
Boyd and Henryville? They're back. My son is back next Tuesday, next week.
Next week.
And then Hannah's like August 20th IU, so it's coming.
It's coming quickly. It's coming quickly, but hopefully, have a great back to school. But before we go, we share these very, very quick clips from our EXTOL creative director, Adam Kleinert, who's an amazing artist and has been connecting art to Southern Indiana. And I didn't even, on purpose, I haven't even watched this one because I like to be surprised. So
it's my favorite segment.
Here we go, Art with Adam.
In today's segment, we're going to Northwest Indiana, in the town of Chesterton, where comedian Jim Gaffigan was raised. He states much of his comedy has been influenced by the region because of its authenticity. With his comedy mainly being clean, his specials are something my whole family has enjoyed on many car trips. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Jim Gaffigan, but whether it's about Hot Pockets or bacon, we all have our favorite bits. But for me personally, this is the one that stands out. Having 4 children myself, this joke was both relatable and hilarious. I apologize, as I know my delivery won't be the same, but he tells it something like this. Want to know what it's like to have 4 kids? Imagine you're drowning, and then someone hands you a baby.
Rockets.
Oh, I love Jim Gaffigan's CBS Sunday Morning, although CBS Sunday Morning commentary. I really enjoy the commentary.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
That dry sense of humor is one of my all-time favorites. So,
And he's had like 15 specials. I mean,
oh,
productive.
and continues
Yeah.
to produce. Thanks for joining us for Extol Unfiltered, caffeinated by NWSB. We'll be back at 9 a.m. next Monday.
Have a good week.
Stay tuned for Ben at 10.